Hello, my dears, and to you, my fierce Aries listeners, my sweethearts, I'm sending you the biggest, warmest embrace.
Hello, dear listener.
Oh, can you just feel this energy? We are standing on the edge of, well, a really monumental shift today.
You really are.
We're moving out of those last, idealistic, adventure-filled Sagittarius days, and we're slamming right into the winter solstice, Sunday, December 21st, 2025.
It's a huge pivot point.
What a profound day. Welcome, darlings. Welcome all. Today, we're going to do a deep dive into exactly what the sky is whispering to us.
What it's offering.
Yes, what opportunities it's presenting, and of course, which little traps we need to keep our eyes on. You are so lucky to be joining us as we unpack this intense sky report, my beauties.
As you just mentioned, it's far more than just a typical Sunday. Astronomically and astrologically, we are hitting one of the most critical pivot points of the year.
Oh, absolutely.
We are experiencing the winter solstice, which marks the longest night of the year. And crucially, we are preparing to leave that darkest night behind us.
I love that framing.
It means the core energy of the day is, well, it's incredibly heavy, it's transformational, and yet it's also profoundly constructive.
And that constructive part is where we need to focus, my sweethearts.
Yeah.
Because on one hand, we have this, lingering scent of that sweet, optimistic, but maybe sometimes reality-detached Sagittarian energy.
Right, the idealism.
And on the other, the sun is about to transition with a thud into the serious, structured, and supremely hardworking sign of Capricorn.
It's a huge shift.
We are riding a total energy tectonic shift, and it's going to impact every single one of your next 3 weeks.
Exactly. And this shift is the reason we are dedicating our first segment, Bolum 1, to a deep look at the general sky energies, because these transitions aren't just for today. They are laying the very foundation for the weeks ahead and really setting the agenda for your 2026 plans. This deep dive is about helping you establish your blueprint. So the starting line for today is precisely the winter solstice, which, as we said, occurs on December 21st.
The longest night.
For the northern hemisphere, yes, the darkest and longest night. And our sources describe this not merely as an astronomical event, but as an essential internal pause moment.
I absolutely adore that. The idea of a mandated internal pause. After all that Sagittarius energy screamed, run, explore, philosophize, overcommit, the universe just steps in and forces you to say, hold on, take a breath, darling.
That's spot on. The significance here isn't just about the length of the external darkness you see. It's about the conscious opportunity to look inward.
A real self-check-in.
A deep one. Our research highlights this moment as vital for clearing away mental uncertainties, engaging in a kind of deep self-assessment, and gaining a clearer perspective before you commit to future actions.
It's like the universe's mandatory year-end review.
In a way, yes. It's the symbolic end of the year's maximum contraction, knowing that from this point forward, the light is, however slowly, returning. We need to honor this moment of stillness.
And as that light returns, our plan B, the sun's move into Capricorn, immediately kicks into high gear.
It does.
The transition from Sagittarius to Capricorn feels like going from a chaotic, philosophy-fueled late-night brainstorm session straight into the CEO's morning board meeting, complete with spreadsheets and sharp suits.
That is a very, very accurate analogy for the vibrational shift we're all experiencing.
Right.
The sun, after its roughly 4 weeks of optimistic, philosophical, and, expansive Sagittarian energy, moves into the practical, structure-focused sign of Capricorn.
And you feel it instantly.
In an instant, the universal focus shifts dramatically. We move away from the personal vision and freedom of that energy and squarely onto the domain of career, societal image, discipline, organizational structure, and tangible long-term legacy goals.
Well, we're not just dreaming anymore.
We are no longer simply dreaming. We are engineering the concrete framework required to realize those dreams.
So saying, I have a big vision for global change isn't enough anymore, is it?
Not at all.
Now the sky demands, I have a big vision, and here is my projected Q1 budget, my 3-year professional strategy, and my detailed plan for implementation.
Precisely. And that sets the fundamental energy for the coming month. Disciplined action and professionalism will be tangibly rewarded.
I love the sound of that.
Yeah.
But it's not all clear sailing, is it?
No. While the serious Capricorn energy is getting underway, we still have a somewhat hazy influence hanging in the sky. We've called this the foggy influences.
Ooh, mysterious.
This temporary cloudiness stems primarily from the lingering square aspect between the Sagittarian sun, just before it fully moves into Capricorn, and Neptune in Pisces.
Ah, the famous Sun-Neptune square. That's the feeling when you think you know exactly what you want, but the actual path feels like it's made of smoke.
That's a great way to put it.
Or when you are idealizing a person or situation just a little too much for reality to handle.
That's the result, yes. Let's quickly break down the mechanism for you, our dear listener. A square is a harsh 90-degree angle of tension. The sun represents our ego, our conscious goals, our core direction.
Which was just super optimistic Sagittarius.
Right. High ideals, boundless optimism. And then Neptune governs our spiritual connections, our imagination, our compassion, but also dissolution, confusion, and the blurring of boundaries.
And when they clash.
When they clash, as they do in a square, the optimistic vision of the sun runs headfirst into the Neptunian fog. Meaning this aspect, which our sources warn about across several signs today, causes deep confusion, self-doubt, potential miscommunications, and a susceptibility to unrealistic expectations.
Yikes.
Or even emotional manipulation, particularly in financial or relationship contexts where boundaries are key.
So for our listeners, say, in Aries, what does that look like?
For an Aries, this might manifest as a temporary loss of inspiration or, a real doubt about a major project. For a Gemini, it creates an intense mental fog and a real difficulty sustaining concentration.
So the key guidance here, my darlings, is to seriously delay making any large binding commitments or agreements until at least the late afternoon or evening.
Exactly. Wait until the sun's move into the next sign begins to dissolve that fog. The collective advice is to practice suspending judgment.
I like that.
Wait for mental clarity. Don't act on an impulse that's just driven by idealism.
But thankfully, it's not all fog and confusion. There's a counterbalance.
Fortunately, yes.
Yeah.
We have a powerfully grounded force in the sky counteracting this uncertainty, which brings us to action and resolution.
My favorite.
Mars, the planet of action, and the Moon, the planet of emotion, are both currently situated in Capricorn.
This is pure rocket fuel. Mars, our energetic engine, is incredibly powerful in Capricorn. In fact, it is considered exalted here, isn't it?
It is. And that means it operates at its most efficient and strategic capacity. Mars in Capricorn doesn't just charge wildly ahead.
No, it's got a plan.
It focuses on strategic, tenacious, concrete progress. It favors ambitious action driven by a well-researched plan, not just passion or impulse. It gives us the necessary patience and determination to meet those long-term objectives.
And the moon being there, too.
The moon's presence in Capricorn reinforces this focus. It channels our emotional energy into responsibility, practical planning, and critically careful budget management. Our hearts are currently focused on tangible, measurable security.
I love that. So, in summary, my dear listener, today, use the solstice to take internal inventory, clear the mental clutter, and understand your true direction.
But do not make major decisions yet because of that lingering fog.
Right. But as that planetary mist clears this afternoon, leverage the powerful, grounded Capricorn energy from Mars and the moon to advance your work with discipline, strategy, and logic. Got that. Fantastic. Okay, my loves, let's jump straight into the customized readings for every sign. Are you ready, my honey buns, my fire sign beauties, especially to you, our target listener? Your energy is starting strong, but with a complex focus. The day is all about long-term professional goals colliding with some really intense inner questioning.
It's a real duality.
Normally, you just want to charge straight ahead, but today, the cosmos is whispering, pause, sweetheart, and ask yourself why you are charging.
Our sources connect this internal scrutiny directly to that Neptunian fog we just discussed. You may feel a temporary dip in motivation or harbor genuine doubts about major projects you launched last quarter.
So you're second-guessing things.
You're striving to see the grand strategic picture, but unresolved emotional or financial matters might be holding you back. This is really a chance to address the hidden drains on your energy.
Okay, now for the good news in career and ambitions. Mars in Capricorn is activating your 10th house, the zenith of your chart, ruling career and public reputation.
This is a powerhouse transit for you.
This is where your fiery energy is channeled into absolute strategic focus.
Indeed. Mars being exalted in your 10th house means this is the ideal time to demonstrate disciplined performance that boosts your reputation among authority figures.
So show, don't just tell.
Precisely. This transit demands attention to detail and planned, sustained effort rather than quick bursts of enthusiasm. If you're looking for a promotion or a public victory, the only path forward is the organized one. As some sources say, effort attracts destiny, and your efforts in organizational management today will pay dividends.
And what about love? In love and relationships, the healing effect of Venus in Sagittarius offers you a beautiful gift.
It really does. This transit encourages resolving old heartaches and embracing forgiveness.
Ah, that's so
For
abundant.
partnered Aries, this is a prime opportunity to smooth over minor conflicts and refresh understanding through honest, open conversations.
Especially about the big stuff.
Exactly, especially those concerning shared philosophical views or future travel plans. For single Aries, the energy encourages shaking off past relationship disappointments and feeling truly ready for new, authentic beginnings.
Fresh start.
But there is a tension with Chiron and Jupiter, urging you to show compassion both to yourself and to those you partner with. You have to recognize that everyone is carrying their own wounds.
So important. Okay, what about money, my darlings? Is there a financial risk for our Aries listeners?
Absolutely, and this is crucial for you, our dedicated Aries listener. The challenging influence of the Sagittarian sun warns against succumbing to unrealistic financial expectations.
So, no get-rich-quick schemes.
Definitely not. You might have been overly optimistic in your Q4 planning, perhaps overestimating income from a project or underestimating the cost of an international venture.
That's Sagittarian wanderlust.
Exactly. You must use your powerful Mars and Capricorn energy to execute practical, grounded financial decisions now. Avoid any speculative or risky investments that promise quick, easy returns.
Okay, let's talk health and caution. A big watch-out is stomach sensitivity.
That is a very apt reflection of the energy. When Mars, the planet of drive, is pushing so hard in your career house, the stress often manifests physically in the gut.
That makes so much sense.
The warning here is to manage your need to control every single outcome. You're being advised to consciously release that need as it will bring inner peace.
Let it go, my loves.
Since the evening brings greater clarity in both work and relationships, schedule any major commitment discussions for later in the day. Hashtag tag tag two, both he, no horse. Financial depth and security search. All right, dear Taurus listeners, your theme today centers on financial partnerships and these deep transformative processes.
Ooh, deep. I like it.
The search for inner security and value is really amplified, prompting you to focus intensely on shared resources and debts.
So let's talk about your key focus area, career and education, my sweethearts. The grounding presence of Mars in Capricorn offers determined, strategic energy for your long-term goals.
That is correct. This Mars transit is activating a sector related to long-distance ambitions, higher education, international business, or legal frameworks.
So it's about expanding your world, but in a very practical way.
Exactly. It allows you to maintain a disciplined work pace in these areas, ensuring stability and structure. You'll feel more decisive about keeping promises you've made to yourself regarding personal development. It's a powerful time for self-improvement that leads directly to material gain.
I love that for you. But in love and relationships, there's a little bit of tension. The restrictive effect of Venus in Sagittarius is placing relationship responsibilities squarely on the table.
Yes, core issues of trust, loyalty, and partnership values might surface today. The challenge is to handle these sensitive discussions without resorting to, accusatory language.
So no blame games.
None. You are being asked to balance your emotional expectations with the actual realities of the relationship structure.
And for single Taurus.
Single Taurus listeners benefit from the sensitive influence of Jupiter, suggesting a potential meeting with a caring, protective partner, possibly someone involved in home life or property.
A cozy connection.
Oh.
Now, financial and material matters are always central for Taurus. And with the moon in Capricorn, cautious planning is a must.
Absolutely. This is an ideal time for making solid financial decisions and strategic investments, particularly those related to jointly held resources or mortgages.
Like sorting out the big stuff.
Yes, it's a favorable moment to resolve lingering issues with banks or shared expenses. It's a day for diligent budgeting and actively building future savings, avoiding any quick, emotionally charged decisions.
What's the biggest challenge they need to watch out for today?
Well, that Sun-Neptune square can cause real confusion regarding boundaries and partnerships. Your deep desire for connection might warp your perception of someone's true character or intention.
So you might be seeing them through rose-colored glasses.
Precisely. It is best to suspend judgment. And the sheer weight of your duties and responsibilities might lead to a sense of pessimism.
Oh, no.
To lighten this emotional load, engaging in practices of gratitude or appreciation can be highly beneficial. And health-wise, my dear Taurus, watch out for sensitivity in the throat and neck region. ##3, Ig Gisler Gemini. Communication, partnerships, and transformation. Dear Geminis, your energy today is marked by high mental activity and a dynamic focus on partnerships.
Your brains are firing on all cylinders.
You possess great creative energy to express your ideas, but the lingering vagueness of the Sagittarian sun may set the stage for some serious communication mishaps.
My darlings, there is a powerful warning for you. Today, you must resist the urge to jump to conclusions or make assumptions about others' intentions before you have the full picture.
That's the biggest trap.
This is your mental test for the day. Instead of spiraling into worst-case scenarios, try grounding yourself and trusting your intuition over that intense intellectual analysis you love so much.
On the career and goals front, Saturn in Pisces is exerting a questioning effect. It's prompting a deep reevaluation of your current professional responsibilities.
So you're asking, is this really what I want to be doing?
Exactly, and asking if they truly align with your long-term satisfaction. You may feel like you're at a crossroads. However, Mars in Capricorn empowers you to take active, strategic roles concerning joint resources, debts, or investment discussions, driving solid financial progress.
Okay, that's good. But what about relationships? The challenging influence of Venus in Sagittarius on relationships forces you to confront your expectations, darling.
It does. You might find yourself questioning the level of attention or support you're receiving from a partner.
Feeling a little unappreciated, maybe.
It's crucial to express any feelings of emotional dissatisfaction constructively. If you are single, Mercury's position highlights intellectual compatibility. You are likely to feel the strongest pull toward someone who stimulates you mentally.
You need that witty banter.
It's non-negotiable for a Gemini. But partnerships, both business and romantic, might face some to-be or not-to-be decisions today.
Are there financial silver linings for Gemini?
Well, some good financial news or a positive development in the money sector is possible. However, there's a need for a thorough review of joint financial resources, old debts, taxes, shared investments.
Boring stuff.
But you need to view this not as a chore, but as an opportunity for deep resource transformation. And given the Mars influence, reckless financial risks are highly discouraged.
So, key cautions, my angels.
The best way to spend today is enjoying creative activities and avoiding tasks that require sustained, serious concentration. You need to allow your intuitive path to reveal itself, which requires patience.
Step back from the competitive urge to know everything, my loves. Let your inner voice lead the way, sweethearts. #TAG4 Kines. Yengiz Cancer, daily routines and high expectations.
Dear Cancers, with the sun moving into your opposite sign, the 7th house of partnership, your focus immediately shifts to daily life responsibilities, work routines, and negotiations.
And this opposition, it always brings heightened emotional sensitivity, doesn't it?
It really does.
My loves, the idealistic but confusing effect of that Sagittarian energy might introduce uncertainty into your daily routines, forcing you to adjust your plans. Emotional fatigue could easily distract you today.
There's a tendency to get bogged down in small details and lose sight of the bigger picture in your professional or daily life.
Don't sweat the small stuff, darlings.
In work and career, Mars in Capricorn brings a very competitive or ambitious stance within partnerships or in dealing with professional rivals.
Oh, feisty.
While reaching professional goals is favored, you must prioritize diplomacy in your dealings. To maintain efficiency, plan your work with flexibility.
Okay, and regarding love and relationships, the moon in Capricorn can unfortunately prompt you, my dear Cancers, to build some emotional walls.
It can. You might become overly critical of your partner or feel unduly burdened by responsibilities that you believe you are carrying all by yourself.
Boy, that feeling of being alone in it. That's tough.
For single Cancers, the challenging influence of Jupiter could mean that shadows from past relationships are holding you back from new connections.
Well, there's hope, right?
There is. Some sources suggest new love is possible. Flirtation and marriage opportunities are strong for those who are ready to let go of the past. The absolute key is managing those high expectations.
Always. The restrictive effect of Venus highlights the need for balance in money and material matters. You're going to feel a fierce negotiation between your desires and your financial obligations.
Exactly. The urge to spend on luxuries or personal care might increase, but you must meticulously manage your expenses to prepare for any unexpected costs. Prioritize planned, necessary spending over impulsive gratification.
Cancers, I have a gentle note for you. Because your expectations are running so high today, you risk overlooking the small gifts and everyday magic of life.
That's a beautiful point.
Lowering those expectations will drastically reduce potential disappointment. And health-wise, your stomach and chest areas may be sensitive, darlings. Try to keep conversations simple and avoid making binding promises you might regret later. Hashtag tag55. Aslan, Leo. Creativity, joy, and the responsibility balance.
All right, dear Leos, your desire to express your personal talents and seek enjoyable activities is soaring today. Your creative fire is brightly lit.
Oh, Leos, live to shine. But be careful, my beauties. The Sagittarian sun's influence, while it's activating all that creativity, also risks separating you from reality.
What's the challenge?
The line between creative joy and professional responsibility is so thin today. You risk diving too deep into your fantasy world and neglecting your daily duties.
However, the sun's shift into Capricorn instantly redirects your focus toward daily routines and discipline, your sixth house.
The universe to the rescue.
And the moon in Capricorn encourages meticulous execution of daily tasks, making this an excellent time for detailed work and increasing overall efficiency. This transition forces the balancing act you desperately need.
Okay, looking at love and relationships. The romantic and healing influence of Venus in Sagittarius promises passionate moments.
It's a very positive transit for love.
This energy encourages you to put aside old resentments and fully enjoy the present connection. And for my single Leos, the flirty energy is high, signaling exciting new potential meetings.
Regarding material matters, though, there is a strong warning. Jupiter's challenging influence can lead to hidden expenditures.
Uh-oh. Secret spending.
Be wary of emotional or uncontrolled spending, especially if it involves matters behind the scenes or financial dealings that are not entirely transparent.
Your leadership spirit and confidence are naturally amplified today, my Leo loves. But there's a thoughtful warning here. Your mood must not be overly dependent on the reactions of others.
Right, or on whether events unfold exactly as you planned.
It can be challenging to maintain clear emotional boundaries today.
Furthermore, you might experience temporary self-doubt or question the magnitude of your achievements. Don't let that small voice derail you, because the clear path forward is right ahead of you.
You got this. Health-wise, be mindful of your heart and circulatory system, and a positive affirmation like visualizing and drawing in all the positive energy you want to manifest will serve you so well today. Hashtag tag 6. Boshak, Virgo, home, family, and inner peace.
Dear Virgos, your focus today is squarely on home life, family matters, and the pursuit of domestic tranquility.
It's a nesting day.
Your emotional sensitivity is heightened, and you might feel more vulnerable than you usually do.
And the confusing influence of the Sagittarian sun can bring uncertainty or ambiguity into your home and family life. You may need to exert extra effort to establish peace in your living space.
It might feel a bit chaotic.
My darlings, there is a crucial caution for you. Your tendency to overanalyze and search for hidden meanings in every single word is a trap today. Please step back from excessive analysis.
In career and work, there is a significant dilemma. The challenging Sagittarian energy highlights a struggle to balance your career ambitions with your responsibilities at home.
The classic work-life balance struggle.
It's very pronounced for you today. Setting strong priorities and managing your time effectively is essential to navigate this tension. But the good news is that hidden issues or behind-the-scenes matters may gain sudden clarity.
Ooh, a mystery solved. And when it comes to love and relationships, the moon in Capricorn drives a deep desire for stability and security.
It does. You might feel compelled to make concrete long-term plans for the future of your relationship.
But be careful. Your inclination to filter your emotions through a lens of pure logic might be interpreted as coldness by your partner.
That's a real risk. You have to strive for warmth alongside reason.
And for single Virgos.
For singles, there is a possibility of reconnecting with someone from the past or meeting a new connection through family or domestic gatherings.
Oh, that's sweet. Now, the restrictive effect of Venus in your money and material sector suggests potential obstacles in real estate transactions or unexpected expenses related to home or family repairs.
So if you are planning home improvements, be extra vigilant about sticking to your budget.
Write it all down, my love.
Key cautions. High expectations regarding relationships could lead to disappointment or evasive behavior from others. So avoid rushing into any binding decisions. For spiritual and mental relief, the advice is vital. Practice deep breathing and spend time in nature. Your nervous system may be sensitive today. Hashtag tag 7. Tarazi Libra, communication volume and career scrutiny.
Dear Libras, your communication traffic is unbelievably heavy, my sweethearts. You're looking at meetings, short trips, and just a flurry of mental activity today.
But the scattered effect of the Sagittarian sun on your thoughts means you might struggle with focus.
Your mind is everywhere at once.
Attempting to juggle too many topics at once could lead to significant misunderstandings. It is paramount that you verify information and facts before jumping to any rash decisions.
In the career and work arena, the tense influence of Jupiter is forcing a strategic pause. You are likely feeling the need to thoroughly reevaluate your current standing and your future career blueprints.
Yes, there is a risk of disappointment in a long-standing project or even a conflict with an authority figure.
Oh, no one wants that.
The best advice is to look back at past family responsibilities and draw lessons from your history to build a more solid foundation for the future. Today, a cautious, observational approach is far wiser than making sudden, dramatic moves.
Okay, for love and relationships, Venus's restrictive effect is creating communication difficulties. This could spark an intellectual conflict with your partner.
Disagreements over differing viewpoints could lead to distance.
So rather than using critical language, focus on expressing your thoughts softly and diplomatically. It's the Libra way, after all, my loves.
For singles, the Jupiter influence suggests you might meet someone who is very career-focused or has high social status, but be aware that they might potentially lack that deep emotional connection you crave.
You need both. In money and material matters, Mars in Capricorn suggests unexpected expenses related to your home or family.
Think sudden renovations or urgent organizing needs.
You must manage your budget scrupulously and resist the urge to make impulse purchases.
One major point of caution for you, Libra, is empathy fatigue. Your naturally high empathy levels might lead to burnout today.
Protect your energy.
Taking personal space and allowing yourself some solitude will be so beneficial. Focus on strengthening your personal boundaries today. Health-wise, pay attention to your lower back area, and expect the energy for financial support or solutions to strengthen considerably toward the evening. ###8. 8 Crep, Scorpio, material values and security. Dear Scorpios, today's deep dive for you focuses on your personal values and your financial resources.
Money, money, money.
The deceptive influence of the Sagittarian sun in your money sector warns against falling victim to unrealistic financial expectations.
My darlings, the message is clear for you. Be skeptical of any offer promising quick, easy gains.
Yes, avoiding impulsive financial urges is crucial for your budget stability. Use your creative intuition to develop ideas for long-term financial security instead.
In the realm of career and work, Mars in Capricorn generates assertive and determined communication skills.
This is an excellent energy for you.
It's perfect for closing contracts, securing deals, and shining in important meetings through your heightened persuasive abilities.
Focusing your mental energy on clear, concise, strategic goals will lead to tangible success.
Turning to love and relationships, the restrictive effect of Venus unfortunately intertwines love and money.
It's a tricky combination.
You might find yourself questioning the financial balance or even the moral value structure within your partnership.
The guidance here is clear. You must strive to protect the pure bond of love, avoiding the temptation to anchor the relationship too heavily on material expectations.
It's not about the price tag. And for single Scorpios,
For singles, the Jupiter influence offers the potential for a deep connection with someone from a different cultural background or a varying life philosophy.
ooh, exciting. On the caution list, the big one is the need to wait and allow your mind to achieve clarity. Resist instant gratification, whether that's through shopping or sudden new experiences.
Also, be mindful of tendencies toward internal self-criticism or pessimism. You're being encouraged to actively draw in energies of recognition and success, leaving no space for anger or resentment.
Love that. And please, pay special attention to stomach and digestive sensitivity today. ###tag 9. Yay. Sagittarius. Identity, freedom, and financial stability. My dearest Sags, you are the final moments of your birthday season. Personal goals and self-image are primary, but the vague influence of the sun still in your sign means you may feel uncertain about exactly what you want, my little honeybees.
This ambiguity can leave you feeling a bit directionless. While one part of you wants to seize control of your life, another feels the pull to just surrender to the flow.
That sounds confusing.
Our sources stress that finding the exit to this dilemma requires listening intently to your inner voice and trusting your intuition over intense logical processing.
In career and work, the tension from Saturn in Pisces is strong. You might feel squeezed between professional duties and domestic responsibilities.
Absolutely. Restructuring your priorities and consciously scheduling time for rest are crucial to prevent burnout.
But the good news is that Mars in Capricorn is giving you tremendous motivation to increase your income and convert your expansive skills into solid profit.
That's the practical grounding you need. You will work with discipline toward financial goals, and the concrete steps you take now will build the foundation for your future stability.
I love that for you. So what's happening in love?
In love and relationships, the restrictive effect of Venus in your own sign prompts an internal review of self-worth and partnership expectations.
You might feel your partner isn't giving you sufficient attention or acknowledgement.
Open communication with your partner without neglecting your own needs will restore balance, sweethearts. For singles, focusing on self-care and boosting your self-confidence will attract new, genuine connections.
Put yourself first.
The primary caution, according to our sources, is your tendency to overcomplicate life. Simplicity is your goal today. Avoid excessive analysis and allow yourself to immerse in an activity that genuinely brings you joy. The evening hours will bring a powerful sense of clarity. Hashtag tag 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 10, Olac Capricorn birthday season, inner world, and ambition.
Happy birthday, my wonderful Capricorns, my dearest angels. The sun has entered your sign. The lights are shining on you.
It's your season.
This is a season of profound focus, though it starts with a spiritual renewal, really internalizing your goals.
Yes, your birthday season begins by concentrating on your subconscious dynamics and your inner world, the 12th house. The scattered effect of the Sagittarian sun here might force you to face some hidden fears or anxieties.
So it's not all party hats right away.
You may temporarily feel overly sensitive or even experience a feeling of victimization.
Capricorns are usually so stoic, but today you might be unusually sensitive and easily offended. Meditative practices, journaling, or creative activities can help soothe any of that subconscious chaos.
In career and work, though, Mars in Capricorn grants you immense, unparalleled energy and determination for personal and professional projects.
Here we go.
This is a powerful leadership period. You can easily overcome obstacles and advance confidently toward your ambitions. You have a tremendous opportunity to reshape your personal identity and life goals.
I love it. But in love and relationships, Jupiter's challenging influence raises emotional expectations.
Yes, leading to a risk of magnifying small flaws or bringing up unresolved issues from the past with your partner.
Oh, don't do that.
You must express your emotional needs constructively. For singles, the Venus influence might draw you toward platonic or emotionally unavailable, hard-to-reach relationships.
A challenge. In money and material matters, the Moon and Mars in your sign champion caution, thrift, and planned spending.
This is a highly favorable period for long-term financial planning and taking concrete, measurable steps toward security.
Key cautions.
Yeah.
Forcing immediate clarification on every subject might be difficult today. Some issues may need to remain temporarily unresolved.
Even your pragmatic nature will feel strained.
And health-wise, my darlings, be mindful of muscle and joint sensitivity. Hashtag 11. Cova, Aquarius, social circle, dreams, and financial boundaries. Dear Aquarians, your focus is squarely on your social circles, future hopes, and collective ideals.
It's all about the big picture for you.
Conversations with friends can be lively, but the misleading influence of the Sagittarian sun might cause you to question the realism of your shared plans.
Your social ideals occupy a lot of your mental space, but you might struggle to translate them into concrete, practical steps. Ideas may flow freely, but their feasibility might be questionable.
So a reality check is needed. In career and work, Uranus and Taurus creates unexpected tensions between work and home life.
This could be due to sudden technical issues or changes in routine.
Oh, Mercury retrograde vibes.
Flexibility and quick crisis management are necessary. Use your intellectual agility to maintain equilibrium in your professional environment.
Okay, looking at love and relationships, the restrictive effect of Venus suggests potential friction arising from friends interfering or forcing you to choose between your partner and your social commitments.
It's that classic dilemma.
For singles, the healing energy of Venus hints at a potential romantic evolution with a friend. A platonic relationship could develop into something deeper.
The friends to lovers trope.
My favorite. In money and material matters, Saturn in Pisces demands financial discipline and highly realistic budgeting.
Be extremely cautious about spending related to friends or group projects, and ensure you set clear financial boundaries. This transit reminds you of your material responsibilities.
Don't just pick up the tab for everyone, my loves.
Key cautions. The moon is moving through your sector of solitude today, which increases your need for emotional withdrawal and personal space.
It's okay to be a hermit for a day.
Solitude and focusing on inner peace will be highly restorative. There is no real need for anxiety. Release those worried thoughts and relax. Your nervous system is sensitive today. Hashtag 12. Balak, Pisces, career image, boundaries, and intuition. And finally, dear Pisces, your public image and career trajectory are highlighted today. However, the confusing influence of the Sagittarian sun can cause hesitation about your professional direction.
So you're feeling a little lost at sea.
You might feel uncertain about which path to commit to.
My sweethearts, this uncertainty can lead to difficulty expressing yourself clearly, especially with authority figures. That's why you must rely on your powerful intuition for guidance, but you have to pair it with logic and strategic thinking to succeed.
In the career and work sector, the risk of communication errors is very high. Details might be overlooked during presentations or crucial meetings.
Oh, that's a nightmare scenario.
The smartest strategy is to confirm all decisions and important information in writing.
Get it in an email. For love and relationships, Saturn in your own sign demands that you face relational realities.
It's a serious transit.
You're questioning the seriousness of commitments and dealing with the weight of responsibilities. To avoid disappointment, your expectations must remain grounded and realistic.
For singles, the Jupiter influence offers an opportunity for a passionate start with a creative, emotionally supportive partner.
That sounds perfect for a Pisces.
And messages from an old partner could resurface, rekindling past feelings.
The X is texting. Regarding money and material matters, the moon in Capricorn directs your financial focus towards social circles.
You might consider lending money to a friend or paying for group activity.
You must avoid emotional decisions in this area and establish firm, logical financial boundaries.
Key cautions. Your tendency to be overly optimistic might set you up for disappointment when reality doesn't meet your ideal.
Keep it real, my loves.
You have a deep need for peace today. Actively cleanse negative energy and remove disruptive people or influences from your life. Group projects are noted as beneficial for your career growth. And watch out for sensitivity in the stomach and digestive system. #outro. My dear listener, as we wrap up this deep dive, the main takeaway is it's crystal clear. Today's energy represents the necessary transition from the visionary, idealistic dreams of Sagittarius to the tangible, structure-driven world of Capricorn.
A total energy reset. We are leaving the longest night behind, and this shift calls for deep, structured planning. Thank you, Capricorn. But that lingering Sun-Neptune square reminds us that even as we build our blueprint, we must acknowledge the emotional fog and proceed gently.
It is wise to wait a little longer before executing definitive, irrevocable moves.
Cool.
The ultimate path to success today involves balancing determined, disciplined effort, that Mars and Capricorn focus, with gentle, intuitive insight. We are walking a fine line between logic and emotion, confusion and clarity.
Well then, my beautiful listeners, as we step into this powerful first day of Capricorn season, I want to leave you with this provocative thought, building on what we discussed for Pisces. If today pushes you to consciously cut out the negative people and draining influences in your life, what positive, concrete, actionable Capricorn plan, fueled by Mars, are you going to put in its place to guarantee your peace and financial stability?
That's a great question.
Focus on one small, measurable, actionable change you can make this week.
That is a fundamental question for the new season. Hold on to that thought as you prepare for the week ahead.
This was fantastic, my loves. Thank you for sharing this deep conversation with us. I sincerely hope this Sunday brings you all the clarity and strategic determination you need to draw up your roadmap for the coming week.
I hope so too.
And remember, until we meet again for our next deep dive, don't forget to follow our channel and hit that like button, my dearest listeners. Sending you all the biggest kisses. Bye for now.